Okay, there we are. Hi, living for me here. Just really quick video. You see the title. It is basically dating tips for Bumble. Okay, I'm on a roll. I'm trying to be consistent here, so I'm excited. All right, so tip number one. First of all, before you get started, well, disclaimer is for educational purposes only. Ooh, somebody's watching. Who's watching? Oh, they clocked out. Okay, because it's late at night. And anyway, I'm just trying to be consistent. My challenge is nothing to do with the video. My challenge is a video every other day, but I feel like I'm on the roll. Anyway, so okay, yeah, I'm live. Yeah, so disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. These are tips that worked for me, so I'm sharing. So I hope they work for you. They may or may not, but my best hope is I'm sharing in the hopes that they do work for you. And it just gives you something else to try because that's what dating is about, or at least what I discovered from dating apps. And after hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock with dating apps and no one having the answers and really just giving it a good try and pulling together bits and pieces of information and how to do it best. So that's what I'm sharing with you. Okay, this is gonna be really quick. So just that's disclaimer. All right, so before you get started, all right, dating apps, whatever, you want to just be in the right headspace. You want to be in, put yourself into some positivity, just positive energy, let it flow through you, however you do it. If you have to light a candle, if you have to pray, whatever you need to do to make sure you're in a positive space. Because honestly, your attitude, and that's anything you do, right? Anything you do, you just put yourself in that positive energy space before you go forward. So that's number one. All right. So once you have that together, whether it's Bumble or anything, the next thing you want to do is I have my notes here, so I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. You want to set your swipe schedule if that helps. Oops, I'm frozen. Okay. You want to set your site swipe. You want to set your site You want to set your swipe schedule. So even if you have to go into your calendar and I personally do it 3 times a day. So I try to do 3 times a day and no later than 10 p.m. because that's my cutoff for talking, swiping, anything. But you can set what's right for you. I say 3 times a day, depends on your goals. Uh, it is what it is. So set that schedule, whatever it is. And what that does is it's a numbers game. You kind of have to, it's the way of the world. So you have to like set some time to swipe because you have to read through bios, look at pictures. It's a combination of things. And we'll also talk about that more too when that process of vetting, I guess, vetting on the app. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, you want to, what's number two I have on here? Yes, you want to, oh my gosh, can't read my handwriting. Pick don't mean anything. What's on profile? I don't know what I wrote, but what I do know is that just don't talk to anybody. Don't just on Bumble. You want to. Oh, actually, you know what? That there's something else that comes before that. Okay, I know what I was trying to say. So on Bumble, unlike any other app, I think Coffee Meets Bagel does this too. I've never been on there. I don't. I'm not gonna say never, but I'm not on there, and I don't have desire right now. It could change. I'm a woman. I can change my mind, but right now, yeah, coffee meets bagel is not for me. But on Bumble, women have to message first. So doesn't matter. Women message first. And so when you messaging first, you don't want to just say hi. Because when I get a hi, I don't know about you, but when I get a hi from a man, I'm just like, that's you have nothing else to say. It's really boring to me. It's just not giving me insight into who you are. It's giving me lack of effort. It's giving me I don't care. I'm tired. I know you're talking to a lot of people, but you want to put some effort into it. So I'm just going to give you a few of my open liners that I like to use, and just because give 'em something fresh and new and exciting, and that's how you want to approach it. When you're swiping, just be fresh and excited, and remember you're in your good space, your energy, you light candles, whatever you need to do to get yourself together, like some fragrance, whatever. Okay, so one of my messages that I love to write is besides me, what made you smile today? So that's like a favorite. They love that. So um yeah, that's one is like really gold. They love it. And yeah, it just makes you kind of get it inside of what makes them happy, what brings them joy. If you don't want to say what made you smile today besides me, and it's just like a little confidence, like I know you, I know, I know I made you smile. So what else made you smile? Right? And what brought you joy if you don't want to use smile? What made you laugh today? Those are options. Other options are tell me what's one thing you learned today. That's a little depending on the person, right? What's one interesting thing you learned today? Or you just have to you don't say what you can say. Tell me about one interesting thing you learned today. So tell me is kind of like it's not so cerebral. It's not so here. It's more like tell me. It's more relaxed. Okay. And yeah, so my last tip is you send the first message, and from your initial message you hope that you're going back and forth in an interesting way. It's not just dry like hi, how you doing? You know, boring anyway. And instead of how you doing, I said I used to put in my profile instead of how you doing, ask me how you can make my day. Good one. But my third and last tip for Bumble is, and any app really, but is to get them off the app quickly. So try to, hopefully women, this is for tips for women. So hopefully you have your Google number or your secure number where it's just like for dating. And you want to get them off the app. If you don't have that, you can also try the option. Just get them on a phone conversation. And so on the app, you have that ability. If it's not your separate phone, try right away after maybe three exchanges quickly. I like to ask, or say, you can ask me my phone number, or you're welcome to ask me for my phone number. And, or, I'd love to talk to you here on the app. Let's schedule a time that works best. And that's key too. I like to schedule the time, not just haphazardly, because you may be busy and you don't want to be, too available to someone you don't know. And plus, you're not, because I'm sure you have a lot of things to do. So, scheduling is best for the time where you can talk uninterrupted and not for long, but you just need like 30 minutes or so to just get an idea of who they are. And you can do that two or three times. And you can actually do that on the Bumble app. So on the video icon up the top left, if it's on your phone, you could tap the video icon. And actually, you don't necessarily have to video. There's an option to talk. So it's not a phone icon. It's actually a video icon, and you can use that to talk without the video, or you can use the video and do it without the video. And they should be understanding if you don't want to be on the video. I personally, I used to video a lot, but I think not think I've stopped that. I've only video to confirm, like, okay, let's talk on the phone first. But if they feel adamant they want to confirm, or if I feel like, oh, I want to confirm, because one thing I noticed is that sometimes you look at a profile. Another thing you have to be open to. Frozen. Am I back? I'm frozen. Okay. Um, Men's profile pictures are not always the best. So sometimes you do want to get that verification, but it's just a verification call. Like, so if you call through video, like, oh yeah, we can see each other, just, log on in the video, or they call you and you're on video, like, oh, it's nice to see you. Do you mind if we just go on voice? And they should respect and honor that. So, and the reason why I do that is because sometimes it helps. Let me be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. Sometimes it weeds out the guys who just want to like stare at you, like, oh, here's a beautiful woman in front of me, and may never meet or schedule to meet you. So it kind of gives them something to be desired. Like, you can see me, you saw me for a little bit, you confirmed, I confirmed that you are who you look, how you look, or in most cases, they look better on the video than they do in the pictures. And then we're good. We're done there. So it's all voice calls. And that way, again, if you saw my last video, I talked about talking 2 to 3 times, because it really, before you meet, because it really helps the quality of conversation when you do meet. So I know I can talk to them. I know I can sit and have dinner with them, or doing activity. I know I can talk to them during the activity. So really important. I know sometimes you just talk and then you decide to meet, but talking them beforehand really rules out the possibility that they'll have really bad conversation, and or you both exchanging bad conversation. So those are my tips, and I'm on a roll, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.